Alright, welcome to another run here in American Truck Simulator. Nice little run, something new here today. So, no changes in the truck here from the last video. We got a load of sand heading from Reading to Santa Cruz. So, got a new trailer that we're pulling today. So,
let's do this.
And it's raining. Oh yeah, that's one of the glitches on 1.38 that seems to be happening, and I don't know why. So. Yeah, and then it won't do it when it's not on, so I don't know. Yeah, that's fucking weird. But anyways, other than that glitch, I haven't had any issues on 1.38. But, got a trailer here. It is a Macsimizer dump. We got her loaded up with sand. So, very nice looking truck. Very nice looking trailer. It matches up pretty nice. The only thing about it is there's options for lights on the back that don't work. Other than that, haven't had any issue with it so far. I've made one run with it and haven't had any issue, but yeah, who knows. So, anyways, with that, we got a load of sand. Tip on the scales, 43,542 pounds. Heading to Santa Cruz, the coastline mining. So, nice little run. Supposed to be taking us 6 hours and 29 minutes. We gotta get trucking. Plenty of time without sleep and shit like that. So, let's get trucking. Go ahead and get our lights on here. Get our wipers going here. And there's more glitching with the lights. I don't know why it fucking does that, but it's irritating. It just started doing that, so. Anyways, hope your Monday is going alright. I had today off. Unfortunately, I had to take my wife to the emergency room last night. She was having an anxiety attack and causing her blood pressure to skyrocket, and she's having difficulty breathing. So, yeah, I don't care who you are, what you have to say, but anxiety is a real thing. It can affect you in some pretty negative ways. So, before I say anything, if you have anxiety and people don't believe you, well, they can fuck off. They can suck a big fat donkey wiener, because anxiety is a real fucking thing and it can really fuck you up. And her grandmother does not seem to think that she has anxiety and everything else. Well, there's fucking proof, and she's had to go to the hospital for it. It's something that she's been battling her whole life, pretty much. And yeah, I will take a stand for people who have anxiety because it's affected my wife. It affected my grandmother when she was alive. And so, if you're one of those people that thinks anxiety is not a real thing and can't affect you, go fuck yourself. So, yeah. Other than that happening, it's alright. But my boss was really, really cool with it. We didn't get back home till about 1:30 this morning. So I told him I was going to be... I explained to him, I'm like, look, my wife is... I had to take her to the emergency room because of this, you know, what was happening. So, and they wanted me to keep an eye on her a little bit this morning. And so my boss was like, look, we're not for nothing. We're not really going to be doing anything real serious today. He said, if you need to, he's like, go ahead and take the day off and make sure your wife's okay. So that was pretty cool, and definitely thankful to have a good boss. So, yeah. If you're one of those people that doesn't think it's a real thing, go fuck yourself. I don't have time for that shit because I've seen what it can do to people firsthand. So, it is a real situation that people deal with on a day-to-day basis, so... I'm certainly not going to let people who have an issue with anxiety and it affects them in a negative way, I'm certainly not going to allow somebody else to shit talk and say that it's not a real thing. So, I'll have your back on that. I mean, it is no joke. It's not something to take lightly. It is something that, I mean, you kind of got to give people the benefit of the doubt when they say they have anxiety and they have issues, because it can really affect people. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that can use it as a crutch, but when it goes as far as to affect people's health, yeah, you know that that's some real shit. So... But yeah, mental health is definitely a situation where a lot of people struggle with it, and it's cool, it's fine. You know, it's perfectly understandable. It's perfectly acceptable to have those issues that you battle. And I mean, when it comes to even PTSD or whatever, it's all some real shit that people deal with. And I mean, hey, if you got mental disabilities, feel for you. I mean, depression is a real thing, you know, that kind of thing. Like I said, some people are assholes and use it as a crutch, and it's kind of bullshit and unfair to people who actually deal with it. So, if you don't have it, don't be an asshole and say that you do. Because I don't care who you talk to, PTSD is a real thing. We have 22 vets a day that commit suicide because of it. Now, I'm not going to say that somebody who's lived through a car accident is going to have the same level of PTSD, but it is a form of it. What our troops go through is a lot worse, but it's not to take away from somebody who's dealt with some pretty shitty stuff, abuse or whatever, sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. Can really fuck with a person. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good Monday and everything. Oh, FedEx truck. Oh yay, now I gotta go pull in here. Hope you guys had a pretty good weekend. Mine was pretty awesome. I got my truck painted. Finally. My metallics did not come in and it pissed me off. However, what was really cool was because it was for my grandmother, this truck is, had a guy at Napa in Dodgeville, his name is Steve, hooked me up with some free green and red pearl for nothing. And that was really, really cool. I think now I do actually need my lights on. So that was really, really cool of him to hook me up like that. So it's just a nice looking truck and trailer combo. That just looks really, really nice. We're going to make a few runs with this. For sure. But yeah, guy from Napa hooked me up with some free red and green pearl. And you can see a little bit in the paint. Fucking USPS decided to fuck up my shit again. Which is pretty typical. The par for them fucking dickheads. So, yeah, didn't make me too happy to say the least. So, yeah. I'm getting low on fuel. I probably should have stopped. That's okay. I'm sure there'll be another one here coming up. Oof. Maybe not. Shit. Oh well, we'll worry about it as the time gets closer, I guess. We'll see. If anything, we can go over to here. In fact, yeah, it doesn't really affect it that much, so we're just gonna go that route, and I can stop at this fuel station here.
Time to hit the road.
So, but yeah, got her painted up. I gotta give a huge shout out to my buddy Kenny Collins. He showed up and helped me sand the truck and everything else, and just a very, very good friend of mine. Really awesome friend, always been there for me no matter what. And I really got to hand it to him because I couldn't have fucking done it without him. I did it at my dad's shop and things, and yeah, I definitely couldn't have done it without him. So to Kenny, thank you very much, bud. Giving you a huge shout out. Because I couldn't have done it without you, bro. I mean, for real. It would have made the job a lot worse and a lot longer. And it's nice to have somebody working with you that cares as much about your own project as you do. And you gave that love, you gave that support, and you really put 100% of your effort into it. You didn't half-ass anything, and you really stepped it up and knocked it out of the park. And I really got to thank you for that, bud. But anyways, yeah, got that painted up. I'll have some videos out on that coming up this week, hopefully, and things like that. So hopefully we'll get them videos out this week at some point. Hopefully. I am going to be away from home for a little while here coming up, but hopefully we'll be able to get those videos out. Really, dude? I went over 60 for a second. And you fucking nailed me. But anyways, yeah, I got that painted up. Got that done Saturday.
Straight on.
And then I stayed down at my parents' place because I want to leave it in the shop so it wouldn't get messed with as far as to do or anything. Give it nice time to dry and things of that nature. So I was able to get that done. And then Saturday night, got my mirrors and my taillights in just because I wanted to get it done. It was dried up enough. I figured I could do that without any issue, and so far it didn't. No issues there. And then Sunday, when I got home, did some puttering around. Went ahead and threw my badges on there, and then painted the Ram 2500 red to match. I didn't do the Cummins turbo diesel part of it because that's already like an orangish color, so I figured that's already good enough. But yeah, so got everything thrown on there and put together on yesterday there. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple pinstripes there on the body line, and it turned out pretty decent, and it looks pretty good. So I was pretty happy with that. And then, of course, it sucked. I had to take my wife to the emergency room last night, but so far everything seems to be good, and she seems to be okay. And my boss is cool enough to let me take the day off, so to make sure she was all right. So yeah, definitely thankful for very good people. For Kenny for helping me out in my truck, and my dad let me use his shop, and my buddy Sean for picking up the paint gun for me. So we're gonna give a shout out to old Dirty Booty here. So yeah. It looks like it meets right back up, so we'll be cool here. Yeah, so Sean got me the paint gun. He picked that up for me because he had to go to Harbor Freight anyways, and he's like, you know what, I'll pick up that gun for you. And I was like, sweet. So got that, and the guy at Napa who gave me free fucking Pearl, that was cool. So yeah, definitely a lot of good people out there. A lot of people I'm definitely thankful for, because without them, it would have made the project a lot more difficult. And so yeah, definitely thankful for good people. Yeah, heading to Coastline Mining here. With this load, and my brother worked at Pattison for a while, sand mine, and he did maintenance and things. So he actually that mine was for the silica sand or whatever that they use for drilling for oil and shit like that, for frack mine. Well, for oil lubrication, you know, for the oh yeah, I can just drive right through that. That's right. So for well drilling as well as fracking, that's the sand that they had there. So yeah, my brother worked at that sand mine for that type of stuff, and we were talking the one day about this weekend. He was talking about, you know, the mining thing, and I thought, well, hey, that plays in pretty good to this video here I'm making on Monday, because that's where I'm delivering to. So that was kind of cool. But no, we were talking about that, and he's talking about different MSHA regulations and things like that, and that were good here because I had the backup beeper. That is an MSHA regulation. Does not matter what vehicle it is. Semi, dump truck, end loaders, all that equipment, they all have to have a backup beeper. Right down to company pickups have to have a backup alarm. And there's different regulations and things. And when you drop off to a mine, you have to have a hard hat. That is required. You have to have a safety vest. And there's certain things in your truck that you have to have. So, and he also said that most of the time you have to have like hazard lights, like beacons, and things like that you have to have on your truck, and that's MSHA is really the only other government agency that can outrank the DOT. So if you have to have it because you're going into a mine and the DOT don't like it, they can get fucked because MSHA overrides state law and federal law. So that's kind of neat. But no, he's just telling different stories about the mine and things and all that kind of stuff, and talking about that and sharing different stories and things. And because he was maintenance, and he'd bring people fuel and all that. You're gonna let me over, bitch. Bringing people fuel and stuff, and going in that mine, it's way the hell back there. So, telling stories about how people were running out of fuel way back there, getting fucking lost and shit. He said sometimes it was kind of entertaining. Some of the different things that happened while he was working there. He said that there was a guy that... there was always a joke about the mine squatch, they'd hear different weird noises or whatever, blah, 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 different mine squatch and things. And they had a guy come over the radio, "Oh my god, I just saw the mine squatch." And this is like, he worked night shift, and it's almost towards the end of the shift, and he's like, this dude is probably pretty tired if he actually thinks he saw the mine squatch. That's just a running joke. That doesn't actually exist. So, what are you on, dude? Hey, you can deliver fuel on me, too. I'd like to do some tanker runs again here. Get our fuel here. But yeah, there's generally a lot of trucks that look like this coming in and out of that mine. So I thought that was kind of neat to be able to do it this run with this, just kind of show a little bit of stuff that my brother had seen and things. And he said generally trucks weren't this nice, but he said they were some pretty nice trucks rolling through there. That's just a nice looking combo right there. I like that sound. Hauling some ass. Better watch our speed. You know how them California cops like to be dicks. Yeah, he definitely enjoyed his time there. I mean, he said other than sometimes, you know, people he worked with or things like that were assholes, and the way Patterson kind of did some things. He said sometimes, I swear to God, they'd spend $1 trying to save a dime, but he's like, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, he said definitely some good times and some good people he worked with, and different things like that. So, but he said he doesn't miss it. He said it got to be a point where it was kind of more of a pain in the ass. It was even worse. So. Up and down, and curvy. Good thing I got this tarp on there. This sand wouldn't be worth a shit probably after it gets all fucking rained on and stuff. I guess I'm not real sure what type of sand. I don't think it said. Nope, just sand. Make it all kind of chunky and compact and things. Oh, there's a cop right there. I'm speeding like crazy. But yeah, definitely a lot of be kind of chunky and compact, and would probably fuck it up if I didn't have a tarp on it. So it's a good thing we got that, especially since it's in California and we're raining here. It's like we're in Oregon and Washington again. More specifically, I guess, by Seattle and shit. And I haven't delivered to a mine in a long, long time. And we got a pedophile van all the way up our ass here, so that's cool. Still has that bitchy look on her face. No. We ain't playing this game where you're gonna get ahead of me and make me drive slower than a popcorn fart. Went through that enough times. See, one thing I wish I'd do is make trucks get dirty, because especially in this rain, on this gravel road, you know it's going to get sloppy and dirty. It's just nasty. Oh, BHP, Bill, whatever the hell. I should probably just go ahead and say the hell with it and take the stupid real company's thing out, because it doesn't seem to be working all that super fantastic. Now, I'm trying to decide which way to go, because we'll go this way. It might bite me in the ass. Yep, I would have been better off going around the other way. Fuck. But it's not the end of the world here. Yep, got my backup beeper, so I'm legal. See if we can do this in first person. Oh, must have caught that in the front. And we're going to have to probably pull up and straighten this out. They're happy with it, but I'm not. See the green there. Okay, we should be able to be fine here. Maybe straighten her out a little bit here. Maybe. Good enough. Yeah, we're scooched off to one side, but hey, whatever, that's cool. I can dig it. But anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for a run here. Nice little run here with the trailer, new trailer and stuff. So till the next run, guys, take her easy and all that good stuff, and have a good one.